doing tonight? I hope you're all doing fine. I don't know if somebody's gonna join. I don't know if somebody's gonna come in here. I hope so. We're gonna have fun. I gotta say, a lot of stuff happened in the game. You're gonna see when I start it all there, when I do load game. Look at that, man. Day 253, almost a full year. So, I got war declared on me by the not even by the people I thought would declare war on me, but by the Vaigir or whatever, however you pronounce their name, Vaigir, Vaigirs. Yeah, they declared war of me out of the blue. They were the faction I was the most friendly with. I even helped them in the war against the North because we had this common enemy. But now they wanted to declare war on me, and well, they lost a castle for it. Esmeralda Castle. I and they came to take my. Before I took their castle, they came to take my castle of Tel Rog, and they came on. They came in hard with 1,200 men, so I had to rally all my vassal, so we can go fight them and repush them, repel them. It was a tough fight. I lost quite a bit of men, a lot of good men, good knights died in that fight. It was like almost 10 to 1, and they had like a good troop as well. But it was worthwhile because now I could replenish my troops. My army is still like it's still a pretty solid one. Where's my taskbar not hiding? A second here. My freaking taskbar is not getting away. And behavior, and it's getting in the way of my it's getting in the way of my status bar and stuff like that. Is that it? No. What do I want? Configure panel. Manage desktop and panel. I don't remember how to do that. More option. Okay, always visible auto hide. Let's try that. It's gonna auto hide now. Maybe I can just you don't see what's happening there, I guess. I don't know if you were seeing on screen. I hope you don't see what's happening on my screen. It's fucking stupid. It's always something. Like for once, I managed to just to launch the stream without too much issue. Whatever. It doesn't want to go. I'll try to live with it. I managed to launch the stream without too much issues. But now there's this thing that is bothering me. That's stupid. There's always something. Technology. Also, another thing that happened, I got betrothed. So now I'm waiting to get married. Damn it, I need to do something about that. I'm gonna shrink it down so at least I can read my tab. Because you cannot see what's happening there on screen, I guess. It's because of my screen capture weight setup. My taskbar is going over my window for some reason, and it was hiding like all those buttons there at the bottom, character, party, inventory, note, and it's just like bothering me. So yeah, I did get betrothed with the sister of one of my vassal. I hope that once we get married, then it's gonna get me kind of like in the noble kind of class. So maybe that's gonna increase my right to rule because my right to rule is still quite pretty low. So it's something I need to work toward. She's not even there. Oh no, it's true. She's because I just gave the new castle I conquered to her father, so she moved there. She used to live in my castle because they didn't have a castle of their own. But now she moved to her castle, and I think that's why I was over there. It's the last thing I do was that. But yeah, because I did this big fight against those like 1,200 men that came to fuck with me, I kind of damaged their army pretty bad. They came in with like basically everything they had, everything they got, and I crushed them. So now they have like a pretty. If I can find them around, they just have like small band here and there with untrained troop. So it's not all bad, even though it cost me a lot. So maybe I'll be able to get some advantage from that war. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I don't know. Taking Kura would be pretty hard. Oh, is there a motherfucker there? So I don't know if that's gonna happen. Maybe I can take this castle here. Radogir. Radogir Castle. It's not too far from Ireland there. What do you have as garrison? I could probably take it right away. If I were to take it, I could then like garrison all those troops that are in prison, which is not that much. It's 27. They have 2 knights, 2 guard, 31 horsemen. There's a lot of archery, and the archer are good, so that's something to consider. I'm gonna lose. Oh, you got a lord there. It's 25, 26% health. 188. Should I try it? I don't know. And there's Kura there, Evadin there. That would look nice. That would look nice in my kingdom. Kingdom extending there. Or maybe I can go try and take a Alberg castle. It's a bit out of the way. I don't like it as much. Especially since I like to get a land nearby the Swedian land. Oh, I could go take Thibaut Castle. That'd be nice. Because then I would have Aktadmesh, and that's a Swedian village. Let's go see what's happening in Thibaut. In Thibaut Castle. I have to be careful too because I don't want to like let them raid my land. So we'll see. Maybe I have to go back to defend some village. The vassal I have are pretty useless. Oh, hello Charlotte. Nice seeing you. Just trying to show. Oh, I guess my stream struggled there a bit, eh? Oh, let me do something here. I'm just gonna... Apparently if I close... I got like Discord and Guilded open, and there's so many now. And apparently that can influence on the stream quite a bit. I already closed them for now. See if that's gonna help. So let's see what's in Thibaut Castle. So yeah, Charlotte, I was saying, the Vaegir declare war. Oh fuck. The Vaegir declare war on me, and I got betrothed. So that's something new. I took one of the castle, and now I guess I'm gonna about to take this one as well. They probably didn't see me coming there. Besiege the castle. Yeah, do it. see. Yeah. I had a topic I want to talk about. I don't know if other people are gonna come. Like, oh, nobody's there now, so there's that. I don't know if I'm still live. Well, at least according to StreamYard, nobody's there. Maybe Charles just came and dipped out, which is alright. That's the price I pay for not having a regularly scheduled stream, not putting it in advance, and yeah. But you know that's the thing. I just want to play some video game. Oh, you're there. Okay. I don't know. StreamYard said there was nobody there but this is very unreliable. So yeah, I don't know if you saw like Charlotte. There's like so much drama in the community right now. It's fucking annoying. It's in a way, it's entertaining, but oh damn, I fell. But it's becoming a bit silly at some point too, you know, just like I am the YouTube chat, yeah. Yeah, I see you now. I see you now. It's just like, and the little eye came back, but that's the thing. It's just like say like a. Oh, and Bleaker is there as well. Little Bleaker. I don't know if you wanted to talk about drama. You want to talk about philosophy. You want to talk about something else. You have question, random question you want to ask. I'm up for it. Yeah, I didn't watch Pundit stream, but not Victor stream, but yeah, it's like yeah, fucking Pundit drama, man. He's fucking losing it. Hello, Hangar, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. Are you at your brother? Oh yeah, it's true. Free French lesson. I said I would do that. The first thing to learn in French is when you read French. If you read French as it is written, you're doing it wrong. Because in French we have a lot of silent letter, and we sometimes also pronounce like letter not there. I often give the example for water, which is a useful word to know if you want water somewhere. Although if you're in France, don't ask for water at the restaurant because the waiter is gonna nope. Because the waiter is gonna yell at you. I lost 5-9 in that fight. That's fucking ridiculous. So the word for water is spelled E-A-U. But you don't pronounce any of those letters because water in French is pronounced O. A French O. Yeah. Say, want a French waiter yell at me anyway? Yes, yes, they will. They're well. It's in if you're in Paris. Yeah, that's how you spell water in French. But like I said, you don't pronounce any of those letters. It's pronounced O. Yeah. So that's the trick in French. You have to know which letter to pronounce, which letter not to pronounce, and when to pronounce letters that are not there. It's a very logical language. Not at all. It's a very strange language as well, because it's one of the few, if not the only language, that is top down. So instead of like having like in normal language, I would say, you the word and the meaning of word and the spelling of words, stuff like that, comes from how people use them. The dictionary, for example, in English, or they're not prescriptive, they're descriptive. Like they detail how people use language. But in French, it's the opposite. French is a top-down language. we have the French Academia. In France, they have the French Academia. In here, we have in Quebec, I should say here, but like in Quebec, they have the Office of the French Language. And they're the one deciding, like, oh, like this word is going to be spelled that way, and this word is going to be spelled that way, and this is going to mean that, and we're not going to use that. And oh, there's a new, like when email were a new thing, now we had to decide of what word we're going to use for that new thing because we didn't have a word. So instead of just like, oh, people use that word, so now that's the word and we go with it, now it's like those organizations that make those decisions from the top. And which is pretty unusual. But what was I saying? And sometime the French Academia in France and the Office of the French Language in oh, they're trying to get my Condor Castle. The Office of the French Language in Quebec disagree on some word. I think the Quebec one usually do it better, although nowadays not so much. But for example, like with the example of email, in Quebec they went with courriel because that's courrier is mail and L for electronic. While in French they went with mail because it kind of sounded like mail in English and they don't know how to say mail, so they say mail. So there's some weird stuff like that happen in French that you don't see really in other language. But now, like the activists, like kind of like are taking over, so there's that problem as well. That's also the problem with the top-down language. It can make it like susceptible for. Oh, I forgot to check how many troops I have. Am I full? No, I got place. I'm gonna go see if there's like people to recruit in the tavern. Yeah, there is. Come with me. And I guess we can try about there's a lot of word. If you speak English, you can make assumption with French. There's a lot of word in English that comes from French. So that can be useful to know. And there's a lot of word that if you know some rules, oh, okay, I'll do it. If you know some rules, you can kind of guess the word in French. Like if a word in English, a lot of word in English that start with a S, oftentimes comes from French, like space and student. And I guess that would be useful, like if you want to read French. I guess you see a word like espace. That's French word for space. You just drop the first E. And if you see like étudiant, if you see like a with an accent on it, E with an accent on it, oftentimes those used to be ES. So étudiant in French and Old French used to be estudiant. And then again, you just drop the first E, and then you get student, basically. Student. So there's rules like that you can learn. Now it's a bit impromptu, so I'm kind of doing that on top of my head. See you saying a bit of trivia there. I love trivia. I'm quite friand for trivia. Yeah, this fight is over. Let's see. As a little bit of trivia, the Japanese love the French language. They like the way it looks, like written down. Yeah, it's true. If you go there, there's a lot of like English as well, but you're gonna see a lot of French words written. In, actually, the Japanese love France. They love the idea of France. I don't know if you ever heard of that. Like for them, like France is like the epitome of romanticism. And there's a thing called the Paris syndrome that when some Asian, oftentimes like Japanese people, go to France, they expect to have this very nice experience. It's gonna be like so romantic. It's gonna be so beautiful, so nice with French people that are like with French, the language of love. They have like those idea there, and they get to France, and France is nothing like that nowadays. It's they go there. There's no French people anymore. It's all African. They go to Paris, and people are very rude. Paris staying to high heaven, so they get a shock. They sometimes get like aggressive, or they get like a nervous shock, a nervous breakdown. And every year there's a bunch of like tourists that need to be sent. They need to be rescued in a way by their embassy to be sent back to well, whatever, wherever they come from, because of this shock that they have. And yeah, it got a name. It's called the Paris syndrome. I think it's a funny thing, but they get real mad. There was a small band of enemy, it says, near Thibaut Castle. The village of Touchshaw, that doesn't concern me. Yeah, some recruit. Oh, there you are. 41 guy. 5.5, 5.9. I should catch up with him. Bleecker says, sound just like San Francisco, where I live. Now you have to dodge homeless, needle, and human shit. Yeah, I don't know if I haven't been in Paris in what was it now? Man, 19 years since I left Paris. I lived there for a little while. That was a long time ago. That doesn't like that make me feel old now. But what? They raided my village, eh? They're gonna pay for that. But yeah, back then it was quite bad, and now things took a turn for the worse as well. It's every big city nowadays. That's just how things goes. It's unfortunately on purpose. You know what I mean. Oh, I need to check. Like I got two cats that don't get along. Sometimes they're two tomcats. So sometimes they get into pretty bad fight, and now they're sometimes I have to lock one in the room, but now they're both loose. They seem to be not too bad tonight, but I have to keep an eye for or an ear for rising tension. It is what it is. People say it's a bad idea to have two tomcats. They're right. They're fucking right. Cats don't get along. There you go. Oh, I got the horse. Damn it. Damn it, I got the horse. It's looking too low. I realize also that like I don't like fighting the Vajer as much as I like fighting the Nord, because like they have a lot of cavalry and their horse are fast. It's annoying. And they have a lot of archer. They're pretty annoying. I guess that's the thing they say. The Vajer is like the good all-rounder kind of army, you know? They have like good archer. They have some some mounted archer. They have some knight. They have like none of them are as good as oh yeah, is it choppy? None of them are Marcus. None of them are good as like any specialized troops other faction, but it make them kind of annoying to fight, I guess. Yeah, maybe it's gonna. I'm gonna reconsider my opinion of the Vage here. They've never been a faction I like, but now they're doing good. All right. Charlotte said it's similar to where I'm at. It was nice at first. Now there's nearly everywhere gangs. Yeah, it's in the last few years, everything is going down. The stream is looking pretty good. Yeah, and now it's getting choppy. I hope it's gonna get better. Sometime, you know, I'm on a satellite internet, the Starlink thing, and sometimes there's a it's like a mesh of a satellite, and sometimes when you switch from one satellite to the next, it drops the connection for a second or two. I find it pretty annoying, but before that was accessible to me, there was no way I could stream at all because the other I'm in the middle of nowhere, so the other what? They're besieging my castle. We're gonna go there pretty fast. It's the castle of my future father-in-law. Oh, you think the best all-rounder is the Saranids? I thought it was the Vajir that was the best all-rounder. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's the Saranid. What is the Vajir good at? Archer would be their specialty then? No, that's the Rodok. Rodok is a crossbowman. I forgot. I'm drawing a blank now. Let's try. Should I get back my? I need to leave some troops there. I don't like it, but I'll see. I'll see. Ooh, what kind of army is besieging my future father-in-law? Vajra has have the best archer. Rodok are just crossbowmen. Oh, Rodok have the pikemen as well. Are pretty good. I gotta say. Under siege. Let's go faster. Why am I going so slow? Yeah, the pikemen of the Rodok are pretty good. I hope they're not gonna retake that castle. It's no longer under siege, so I guess somebody did something about it. Or maybe they saw me come. I'm too far for them to see me come. Hello, Crafting Gamer, how are you doing? Good seeing you. Just hanging out a bit there. Talking about, we're talking about French, actually. That's, yeah, that was I guess that was a topic. So, yeah, some rules. There's some rules when you try to read French. Some words you can transform. What would be useful to know in French? In the gaming, there's a lot of words that are French words that are used. I'm gonna see my betrothed. There's a lot of words in French that we use in gaming, and sometimes people like struggle with them. I remember the other day, like Max from Legend of Myth was talking about how did he say that? Coup de grâce. Coup de gras, he was saying. But yeah, that word is pronounced coup de grâce. And grâce is oh, there's a friend fighting some asshole there. Let's go help. Oh, that's my future father-in-law, Lord Cebula. Cebula means onion in Portuguese. Spelled differently though. It's Cebola. But that's not a Portuguese day, it's French day, I guess. Another word, cuirassier. There you go. Cuirasse. This is like a cuirasse is the breastplate, basically. A cuirassier is would be some. It's a specific type of troop, but that would wear a breastplate. Cuirasse and cuirassier. Those are words that are we often see. What else? Legionnaire is a French word. We talked about Legion of Myth. Oh, that's one of my guy. Well, not one of my guy, but one of my friend. This guy's dead. Jeremus, knocked unconscious. Motherfucker. I didn't even check how many there are before jumping into the fray. Melee, there you go, that's a French word. People say, oh, is it melee? Is it melee? Is it... Yeah, it's melee. That would be the French way to say it. Melee. Yeah, Atticus, nice seeing you. It is it is Mountain Blade Warband. It's a pretty old game, but it's my all-time favorite, and it's kind of a game I can play with while talking because I don't have to focus too much. I can let my troops do the work, most of the work. So like Justin asked, are you successful at killing anybody? Not really, because I'll just kill a guy there. I'm focusing on talking too much. Looking at chat. Yeah, I kill some people there. They don't take much to kill when you run them on the horse with the lance. It's pretty one shot. They're dead. Oh, you just killed one of my guy, motherfucker. Oh, missed my charge because my guy got in the way. There you go. Another one dead. I'm back. Sorry, I guess I lost the stream for a second there. Yeah, watching the Ring of Power, they really splurged on the budget there. Melee, like that. Yeah, melee. Well, it's not May, it's me. But is not really a word that you have in English, so because that's the thing, we have some word with some sound that we have in French you don't have in English, and the same is true as well. That's why that's why I have like this strong accent. Like it's just like you spend your whole life and you got like need muscle and way to place your tongue and stuff like that. I never developed because like the th are very hard to do for me. But yeah, it would be melee. Another one like the u. U. It's very hard for an Anglophone an English person to pronounce u, not u, because that's a different word for us. But u, un. Like in my name is Boivin. Bois, it's pretty hard already, and vin, it's almost impossible. I have a feeling that helmet isn't very historically accurate. That would be ungainly heavy. Yeah, it's true. It's one of the signature helmet of the game, and it's a good helmet for the game, and it's kind of good too because you don't have a reticle in the game, but now with this helmet with the wing, you can kind of look in the middle. So looks pretty good. Old games are often better. That's a great game. It's if you're into role-playing game, that's like the best, the closest a video game can get to a role-playing game because you come on that island, you're a nobody, you have to build your own kingdom or do whatever you want. You can become a vassal to somebody else. You can just become a trader if you want. My connection is struggling now. I don't know why. There you go. This motherfucker is dead. A veteran. And let's not kid ourselves. Like running on a horse on a battlefield and stabbing people with a spear is always fun. That was shit blow. Too slow. There you go. Got this one. Skewer. And you can conquer town and well, castle and cities. It's a great time, grand old time. There's a new version, like a sequel to that game, which is called Mountain Blade Bannerlord. I don't like it quite as much. That's why I like always go back to this old, like, what is it like now, 14-year-old game. Yeah. Do 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 do. There you go. Got him good. Come back to chat in a minute there. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm sorry if the stream keeps dropping. That's pretty annoying. I just wanna, I don't know, maybe like maybe there's a lot of people around like trying to share the connection there. I think Mountain Blade Warband came out before Skyrim. It did. So not quite the oldest of the old school, but still a great game. Yeah, it did. It definitely did came before Skyrim. I think like a few years before Skyrim. Those sound or how you summon the demon in French. You, I'll be nice. You, I'll be nice. Sometimes they were going for the look and the effect more than the usefulness. Yeah, I think I talk about that a bit in the past because people often come like, so you're playing this old game. There's like a new sequel that came out. Why don't you play that? It's like, well, they try to do too much, and they added so much that every little thing gets in the way. Like they try to add some depth, but it's kind of like too much depth that get in the way of what is fun in the game. It's it's like they try to, like, you know, when we talk about RPG, it's like if they try to make the system too crunchy, I would say, in a way. So I prefer like this where it's like the system are a little more superficial, but then you just like you engage with them, it doesn't get in the way, and you can move on to what you want to do. The winged helmet, I think there are a depiction of Teutonic knights wearing it. True, it could just be in for ceremony more than warfare, for all I know. Yeah, I'm not sure if they went because like that would be pretty bad design because then it's something if you receive a blow on the head, like kind of the horn would catch the blade and transfer much more force. You wanna have the blow glance away from you. So that'd be a doubt that anybody like they would have those headpiece on the helmet for tournament jousting and stuff like that, but those were not attached. And at the first kind of blow, they would fall. So like maybe one of them would wear it when getting an award for bravery or something. Yeah, or sometime like in parade or in tournament and stuff like that. Bannerlord is odd to me. I've seen footage of it. It seemed like they really wanted to sell you on the multiplayer stuff, then added a campaign later. At the first when they were promoting the game when the game was in development, they were talking a lot about multiplayer, and I remember some people were upset about that. I say, like, you know what, Mountain Blade is like, yeah, there's a multiplayer element. You can play multiplayer, but it's not a multiplayer game. Huge cut piece aren't useful for most men. Yeah, but when you need them. But you wear them in battle. There's also like the intimidation factor. Exactly, you say there to intimidate the enemy with your manhood. Yeah. I could see also like how they can help when on a saddle on a horse, maybe. I don't know. It's mostly the steel horn. Yeah, exactly. The steel horn would be a really bad design for a helmet. Oh, there's still more. God damn it. Damn it. So many of them. That was a big fight. I didn't even check the battle report. Back in the action. Oh, is that just this one guy? Oh no, there's a few there. Oh no, I missed everybody. It's too many people. I'm gonna move away. Oh, damn. Come on, poke him. Okay, there's a lot of people. It's just not much more cavalry. I keep losing the stream, eh? And tell me if I'm wrong, tell me if I'm right. The stream is probably like good. It's probably like a binary thing, no? It's like it's gonna look decent, or it's gonna. Oh, that was my future father-in-law. Oh, so everybody was there. God damn it. So the stream is probably like either like decent in quality or completely off. Am I right? That's usually like what happened where with this internet thing. I was thinking about one of my buddy today. I might consider moving actually. Uh, I have an old friend that moved back. They used to live around here. We went to school together. We worked together because we studied in the same thing in college. And I guess you could call it college. And then he moved back to Quebec, but in different place of Quebec. He's like 9 hour drive away from here. But I'm tempted to go back there because he's a very close friend. He's the guy I'm playing now with in my Pendragon campaign. So yeah. What I want to do? Oh, I want to bring back some more troops in that castle, in Thibault Castle. You see that I would pronounce Thibault. Your village under attack. Oh, I'm just right there. We'll go take care of that. I would pronounce it Thibault Castle because even though there's a L there, but like because in French with this L would be silent because it's a L before a T. So why would you pronounce that? Would you pronounce that? Do you have like troops that need? Yeah, some looters. Mountain. Let's see here. Like if they were obviously lighter or easily breakable material, it would be a different story. Also, look how thick they are. Yeah, there's like 15 extra pound on your helmet. Very true. I agree. Maybe I'll change when I get a better helmet, just because of I do think it look a bit silly. It look cool, but a bit silly. Yeah, it goes back and forth between perfectly fine and awful. Partially when we get to a battlefield, I don't know. I think that's just coincidence. I don't. I wouldn't see how the motherfucker. I wouldn't see how the. There you go. He's fighting with Lord Olaf. I'm gonna go help him. It's another defector that went to join my kingdom. Yeah, I don't think the battle will influence the internet, the connection. It's pretty annoying, eh? It does it like it probably doesn't cut for that long, no? Was it like maybe 2 or 3 seconds that it cuts and then I'm back? Or is it like more prolonged? Because it's hard for me to see on my end. I see like on StreamYard like it kind of go dark, but then it come back. But maybe it come back before for me than for you. So let me know. Maybe it's just not a good night to stream. I just got visited by a cat there. One of the bad cat. Yeah, it went bad on. Yeah, I think it's just going. Well, also like, I do spend some time on the okay, quite a bit of time in battlefield, especially lately. So it's more likely that's going to be cut out in the battlefield because that's where I spend my time. Do do do. All right. I didn't capture enough of those enemies. Hey, hello, Flady. Nice seeing you. Nice seeing you. We're just chatting a bit, playing some video game, talking about French and medieval helmet that are not realistic because they have like big ass horn on them. I don't know if you have seen that guy. His channel is named Flame Zombie. He got some interesting content. He's a guy that's into he's talking about RPG stuff, but he's also a guy that did a lot of like EMA, historical European martial art. For those that are not familiar, so sometimes I find it interesting to that he bring his kind of his perspective about EMA to. Oh, that's good for me. The Kurjit Khanate declare war to the Vajer, and the Vajer are at war at me. So now their war effort's gonna be divided. They're now on a war on two front. That's good for me. I'm gonna fucking ram them in the ass. Oh, I can. There you go. What is the? Oh, they're the looter. Yeah, it's true. All right, now I need to go recruit some more troops. Dadamesh. Oh, only thing I really know about France is their cheese, and damn, they know their stuff. Yeah, they have good cheese. They have good wine as well. I'm quite partial to French wine, I got to admit. I'm a bit of a wine drinker, although not that much lately. I've been good lately. But I quite like wine, especially like red wine, and especially Pinot Noir. I Pinot Noir, if you don't know anything about wine, Pinot Noir is a very can be a very hit and miss type of wine because it's the grape of the Pinot Noir really takes in the is really is really affected by the type of soil it grew in, and that's why I like it because I find it interesting. Because if you buy Pinot Noir from different region, you're really gonna taste a different wine, and it tells you lot about the land that the grape grew up in. So I think it's a fun wine. Sometime like I'm just gonna trip and I'm gonna buy like a bunch of Pinot Noir from I often buy wine by crate, and sometimes I'm gonna buy a crate from a Pinot Noir from different region, and just kind of compare them and test them and stuff like that. There's one I always go back to, or a few I always go back to, and most of them are French, but yeah, good wine. In Conan, I walk around like what I could best describe as bondage wolf. Yeah, I can see that. So your helmet is all cool, yeah. The French Canadian, not like European French and vice versa, always seem that it goes with culture. Um, a lot of French Canadian dislike the French from France. The French from France, I guess, tend to like the the French Canadian. They go there and they well then that's the thing, they go there and tourist and they fucking act like they own the place, and we feel like they kind of like let us down when the English came in. Anyway, it's an old fucking thing. But so yeah, we have like a joke, and if I could translate it, it's a bit vulgar, but we say what's the difference between a Frenchman and a fucking Frenchman? The Frenchman is in France. So that's a joke that goes around in Quebec. I like a nice tannic Pinot Noir with a peppery bite. Totally agree. That's a great one. I like my tannic wine. But yeah, and when you go to France, we have a different accent in Quebec, and if you go to Paris, they're gonna make like zero effort to understand what you say. And sometimes I think they make an effort to not understand. Like you go to a restaurant over there, and if you want to ask for butter, that's a word. Is there butter here? There's cheese. Talking of cheese. I mean, the kingdom of Swedia there, they're kind of a bit of like the French of that game. They have cheese and butter. But yeah, if you go to a restaurant there and you ask for butter, and in French, we would say beurre. They would say beurre. So it's very close. I'm sure most of you cannot even make up the difference between beurre and beurre. But if you go there and you ask for beurre, they would say like, what are you saying? I don't understand what you I don't know what you want. I don't and they're gonna fucking make this big act of not understanding you, and it's clearly an act, and I find it very annoying. If you go outside of Paris, I got to say, because that's the thing. Like people go to France, they go to Paris. People in Paris are fucking asshole. But if you go outside of Paris, if you go in rural French, if you go in the small village and small town, people are very nice there, and it's beautiful. I love rural French, rural France. I spent a bit of time there in the Provence region. It's beautiful. There's a place called Beau, the Beau of Provence, so Beau of Provence. It's Beau is spelled Baux, if I recall correctly. And there are those village built. There's like they have like those plateau, those rocky plateau. So like those flat top mountain, and there's village like built on top of them. Old village, like medieval village, and it's really nice. And there's like the lavender field all around, so it smells good. It's beautiful. Like you go there when the lavender is in flower. It's all like those deep purple, well, lavender field. My favorite wine come from Russia, I believe. It's called. Let me think about this for a second. Vot, no vot. I am pretty sure that's not how it's spelled. Let me check. Oh wait, yes, vodka. Yeah. I'm not a vodka guy myself. If I want to drink hard liquor, I'll, I uh, I have cheap taste. I drink bourbon, and I drink like wild turkey. So when it comes to hard liquor, I'm not too difficult. I like also like a whiskey, but usually I got to choose, so I'm just gonna go with wild turkey, and I'm happy there. That's something I try not to abuse too much, let's say, because it goes fast. But yeah, rural French is beautiful. Where else? I quite like Spain as well. Mostly I went into Andalusia, around Seville and Cadiz. I only went there in the winter though, so I don't know if in the summers probably would be too hot for me. A small band of enemies spotted near Sargot. Oh man, Sargot is my capital. I need to go take care of that. Manage the garrison. Alright. Yeah, I have some men. to defend that castle. How many is there now? 109. It's not too bad. I'm gonna stop at Kundar. Justin says, I still have. Wait, so you have taken Suno? Oh, for the Rodok. The Rodok I took Suno? Wow. Justin say, I still have a bottle of a Jagermeister from 5 years ago. I don't drink that often. Jagermeister at some point, like I had to go like when I was a young man, in my 20s. I had to go at I was supposed to go at a party with some friend, but I was also supposed to go see a movie before, and the movie would end, and we wouldn't have time to buy alcohol after that because in Quebec you cannot buy alcohol after 11 in the evening, and the party would finish with the movie would finish after that. So we said we need to buy the alcohol before going to the movie, but we cannot just buy like a crate of beer there. So we're gonna buy some liquor, and so I bought like a 26 ounce of a Jägermeister. Thinking, well, you know what? I'll be able to trade some shot there with people that have beer or other stuff. Like the bottle would fit well in my backpack. I could go to the movie with it, not be bothered. And then if I want to drink something else, because I don't want to drink just Jägermeister, like I can take a shot or two once in a like here and there, but I'll trade with some other people. I went to the party and nobody wanted any of the Jägermeister, and I drank like the whole fucking bottle in way too short of a time, like something ridiculous. And I was fucking drunk and a bit like grossed out because it's in large quantity. You know, Jägermeister is very syrupy. And I at some point I was like way too drunk, and I left the party. And I told like I had a roommate at the time there, and the party was like the guy having the party was living like 15 minutes walk from where we were living. And I went to my roommate. I said, you know what, I'm fucking like wasted. I'm gonna go home. So I left. And a few hours later, my roommate also left the party, and then he come home. And he asked, we had like multiple roommates. He asked another roommate, so how's Max doing? Was he like too damaged? And the other roommate said, you know, Max is not back. Max didn't come back. And I said, what the fuck? What's up with that? And what's up with that? I fucking fell asleep on a lamppost. I woke up later on. I was like resting against a lamppost, and I just like woke up and I said, "What the fuck?" And I was like still wasted as hell. I don't know how long I slept there, but it was quite a bit because he had time to enjoy the rest of the party, go home, come there, and say like, "Where's Max?" And Max wasn't there. And then I was so wasted that like it was 15 minutes walk, and maybe I was like 10 minutes walk by then. And I decided, you know, I'm fucking gonna take a taxi. I cannot walk home. So yeah, and then I never drank Jägermeister ever again. Always wanted to do a cheese tour of France. Yeah, they have a lot of interesting cheese in France. I'm not a fan of like the Rochefort and the Camembert. Those are a bit hardcore for me. They have other good cheese, and I like also one thing that the French do pretty well, or the cure meat or dry meat, so like a saucisson and a rosette and those kind of thing. Those are great. I love those. I'm a big fan of those. I was eating some just earlier actually. My new favorite booze before I got diabetes is grappa. Now I drink very little. Grappa. What is grappa again? Petite Basque. Favorite cheese. I don't remember this one. There's a cheese like in there. They have like a cheese in France I quite like, which is weird. It's called a concoyote. It's a liquid cheese, and it's something very traditional. But the cheese like still liquid at room temperature, so you don't have to melt it or anything. It's great. Oh, raclette is pretty awesome. When you have like the actual cheese being melted, and you just like take the you well you scrape it, which raclette mean on a piece of dry meat. What a treat! All right, you're gonna go in the garrison, you too, and I'm gonna take some mad arm and some knight. Remember, Charlotte? I had like 186 knight at some point in my garrison. I went through a lot of them. Yeah, grape liquor from Italy. I assume because of the name grappa, which would make sense. But I don't think I ever had it. It's probably very sweet. Don't forget DBs. The art and story in those are like BDs. Yeah, the antithesis of French politics. Yeah, bande dessinée BD. BD we'd call it. Those are very fun. If you're into the fantasy stuff, like if you can get the Black Moon Chronicle for a fantasy stuff, it's been a long time since I read them. I read them when I was young, but those were great. The art was very nice, uh, and not the kind of art you would see nowadays. A lot of like a bit raunchy art and stuff like that. And there was like they had a lot of science fiction one as well. Even like them, Jodorowsky made a lot with Mobius. Alexander Jodorowsky. He had his whole like Inkle series. It's pretty neat, and some spin-off as well. A lot of weird stuff, a lot of fun stuff. Yeah, pretty much the same story with me, but it was a trip to Algonquin. I drank like three-quarter of the bottle straight. I mean, the rest has just been sitting on the shelf. But I didn't make it back to my cabin. Yeah, man, this thing is nasty. Eh? It's like it gets you because it's once if you didn't get that shock, it's pretty easy to drink. It's like syrupy, it's a bit sweet. It's like there's like this herb taste. But at some point, you can't fucking stand the smell anymore. Nearly 200, I think. What do you mean you went through them? You meant they're gone? Oh, yeah. Like I said in the beginning of the stream, at some point when the Veggie declared war on me, they came to besiege Telborg Castle, and they came down with 1,200 men. So I had to go fight them, and then it was like 10-1. So it took me a lot of nights to push them back, and they didn't came with like now because and that's because of that now like they run around with small army of like untrained troop. That's because of that they came in with a lot of like veteran troop and stuff like that and a lot of troops, but I managed to kill them all. But so now they're struggling to build themselves back. But yeah, I a lot of good men died on that day, but we protected our land, and then we went back on the offensive and took their castle. But I have to head out. Got to work in a few hours. Night all. Have a good night, Freddy. Thank you for dropping by. Nice seeing you, man. Looks like Black Moon Chronicle is also the name of a PC game on GOG. Yeah, the PC game is based on the comic on the bande dessinée on the BAD. And I played quite a bit of that game as well when it came out. I remember because I was a big fan of the BAD, and it was fun because you had those. I think it was a kind of an MMO. Was it an MMO? I think it was an MMO thing because you had those faction. The faction are very cool. Like the look of those factions. There's this faction like of there's those this there's the Empire that all dressed in red and they're very militaristic and very sharp and stuff like that. And then there's like the Brother of Light, which are all dressed in white and red, and with those big cloak. Then there's a Knight of Justice, where are like kind of like paladin, all in blue, like very strong aesthetic each of one. And then there's the Black Moon, which are all like green and black, and they're the one with the monster. So it's very cool. I only got it because everyone else was getting Crown Royal. I'm not a big fan of Crown Royal. It's not my favorite whiskey. Maybe it should be because like, oh, it's a Canadian whiskey, but meh, not my favorite by a long shot. It does come with a nice dice bag though. That's the reason to get it. You see, this helmet give me 55 to head armor. This one, which is the most expensive they have, give 49. Oh, 52 here. The war mask. Yeah. At some point, I'll find something else. Black Moon Chronicle also appeared to have miniature game, or at least a range of miniature. That would be very cool because it'd be like the right, it'd be the right kind of aesthetic for it. Look like European comic as it is, as it. Yeah, I can tell if it's in English though. I do believe that the Black Moon Chronicle have been translated in English. You know, there's also like they made there's a French comic creator that made like a series that translated in comic book in those kind of graphical novel, I guess, or BD. The Elric story. They've been made into bande dessinée, and it looked pretty good. And I think those also have been translated back in English. I meant to look at them and maybe get them at some point, but I couldn't decide. Should I get them in English or oh, did I just sell ours to the good merchant? Whatever. I couldn't decide if I would get them in English because Elric is originally in English, and so maybe it's gonna be like closer to the original text. Or if I should take them in French because the BD has been published in French at first. It's kind of like this weird kind of thing, you know, adaptation to like which one is gonna be like closer to the original work. Higher quality fabric and sewing needle and thread is cheaper than buying a bottle of the swill. Yeah, that's for sure. Or just like you can get those dice bag now on Amazon for like or Wish or AliExpress for like almost nothing. Well, if you go on Wish and AliExpress, it's gonna be like shitty quality, but you're putting dice in them, you know, whatever. Oh, the Stormbringer BD. Yeah, I got those. They're good. Stormbringer. I forgot which one is this one. I forgot what would be the original title. And Stormbringer wouldn't be something we'd call something in French. Because that wouldn't sound cool. So it's probably like a weird translation. I forgot which one it'd be. If you give me some detail, maybe I'll replace it. But yeah, what I was about to do now. There was a band of bandit near Sargot. That's probably the one I just kicked his ass there. I took some troops. All right. Maybe it's time to go to war then. Or maybe I need to. Yeah, I don't really have time to. It's not really time to train troops now. Small band near Ismirala Castle. Oh, oh, there's a fight there. Maybe I'll go there. One that didn't spotted. Kingdom of Aegir offer you 2,600 dinar in silver. If yeah, I'll take the money. Come on, go at my mate, Lord Sebula. I need also to give that castle that I like, Thibaut Castle. I need to give to somebody. I don't know who. Oh, I'm gonna ask my lords. That's the thing, they do nothing. Those fucking AI guy, the AI vassal, they're very passive. Go fucking conquer something, for fuck's sake. Don't wait for me to tell you. Then I'll give it to you if you conquer something. No, I have to conquer everything by myself, and then say, oh, okay, you can have this, because I cannot manage everything by like it's too much. I always like I want, but also I give them castle, and then they don't put troops in there to garrison them, and they don't rush to defend them, so they're pretty annoying. Lord Sabula, you better like me. That's a good question. I suppose you might want to get them in English. Out of yeah, tend to get lost in translation to any language since we like to shift meaning around. Yeah, it's kind of a tough one for this Elric bande dessinée there. Is there a manual for the game? I didn't see one on the stream download. That's a good question, Shauner. Maybe Charlotte would know. There's certainly wikis. There's a good wiki for the game, but an official manual, I'm not sure. I've been playing that game for so long, and when I got into it, like somebody was telling me, like I had somebody to ask question to, but and you can always refer to like the wiki got a lot of information as well, and there's a lot of like kind of hidden information if you want like expediting, I guess you could say cheating, because like there's a lot of like a companion you can have that they're gonna like each other or they're gonna dislike each other, and if you go on the wiki, they're gonna tell you straight like, oh, this one dislike this one, like this one. You're gonna have all the recipe there, so you can know how to build your party based on that. So that can be a debatable thing, but it's also like good information for basting. $188. What do you think, Charlotte? I just conquered a castle. This one is a bit tougher. Oh, it's 188, and there's like this boyard there as well. Yeah, it's not worth it. It's just gonna be too much trouble. Let's go back to Thibaut. Let's see. Global conquest is an honorable goal, not as honorable as being murderable though. Global conquest is warband is really hard. I would say almost impossible. Because once you like at some point you're gonna have like you're gonna own everything except like 2 town, and everybody like is gathering around those 2 town, and then there's always gonna be like somebody that's gonna be upset at you, and then they're gonna break off, they're gonna rebel, so then you have to go back and crush that rebellion. So you get distracted from getting those last 2 town, and then by the time you do that, by the time you're ready to get those other 2 town, there's somebody else that rebel, because the more vassal you have, the more city you have, the more people are discontent. So the game is kind of like balanced in that way that it's almost impossible to finish off. I don't know if I never did it. I don't know if never heard anybody that did it. Usually, just like you, at some point you get a pretty good. And there's this thing that this option when you go in camp to retire from adventuring. And I guess that's the end game. At some point, you just say like, well, I did what I wanted to do. I'm done with that campaign, but I never did it. I usually just like maybe I should go back at some point and just try it. Just say like retire from adventuring. It's just you say like, well, you know what? I did what I had to do. I'm done with this campaign. That's the story of this character. he conquered those land, and now he's just gonna live a peaceful life, and that's it, you know. Charlotte said, you better checking out the wiki anyway. Steam eyes the manual in the game file. I forget where it is in Warband. It's annoying. Yeah, and usually the wiki are just better too. They're like linked and people like to maintain them. And Warband got like a pretty dedicated community, so there's a lot of information out there. Those archer would take out too much infantry. Yeah, yeah, archer are annoying and they're good for defending a castle. I'm just saying when you conquer a neighboring nation, you should wipe out its people. I try to be a good ruler. I looked at the wiki then. I look at the wiki then. Yeah, I just need to know what all the game setting and grid mechanic mean. Yeah, it there's a bit of a learning curve, but you can usually like figure it out like if you poke around. I didn't know who the bandits were that I was supposed to fight. Oh yeah, in the first mission there, they you have to look for them. That's the thing. The game doesn't tell you outright. If you got some skill in tracking, you can like see track on the ground, and then you can follow them. But it's skill dependent. If you don't, you just have to walk around. And I think in the first mission you have like 5 days to find them, maybe a week. But they're usually pretty close to the town, and they're gonna have a different color. They're gonna be like their number is gonna be highlighted in teal, if I recall correctly. And then yeah, you kill them. What I wanted to do here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna drop those guy here, and I'm gonna try to recruit some more low-level guy around. Yeah, that's a. They have a slightly different color than the other. It's either like teal or yellow. I don't remember exactly, but they are kind of highlighted. When I see them though, I don't know if they are the one or not. Yeah, usually they're probably gonna be the one. I think in the game because like that's the tutorial, so they just put them there so you can find them. Another thing in the game is kind of like random generation. It's a very sandboxy game, but in that mission they plant those bandits there, uh, and usually the one you're gonna see are gonna be the one that you're looking for. They just want you to get a fight in, so they don't hide them too much. Whoops, that's looted, so there's gonna be nobody there. Let's go to Ushkuru. It'd be nice to get a second city, but I would need the help of my vassal. I'm getting wealthy. Getting Kura would be nice, but I would lose a lot of men. I need to train more. The fact that they came in with those 1200 guy, I didn't plan that. It's a tough blow. Yeah, I got enough bread. Do. Yeah, Charlotte say like most players just skip the intro quest anyway. It's kind of a pain if you don't build your character in a certain way. But if it's the first time you play, that's the thing. That's the tutorial quest. It's gonna give you like, oh, okay, you find those bandits, you kill them. They just want to get you in a fight that you can win also, because if you just if you don't know what you're doing, and you just like skip the intro quest, and then you go pick a fight, the game is not that balanced. Is not. You have to know. You can easily bite more than you can chew, especially at the beginning. Now, like there's not much fight that would with my 100 knights. There's not much fight that would threaten me. Oh, my betrothed want to see me. I click on someone on the map that I thought was me, but it was some an angry horde, and I got taken prisoner a bunch of time just trying to figure out how to move on the map. Yeah, that's what I was saying. They at the beginning you're pretty vulnerable. You know, you have to know which fight to pick. But that's the thing. At some point you learn it pretty quick. You don't you do tend to learn it pretty quick. And you're always the one that the number are in white, and then the other people like this one is in orange, so he's with the Swedian. You got to learn those code, the gray or the neutral. So you have to sometimes gray and white can be hard to tell, but so that would be the thing with and the bandit that are quest objective. They're gonna be probably yellow, I guess, because teal, the Nord or teal, or like kind of light blue. So I guess it'd be yellow. I don't remember exactly. You just click where you want to go on the map. Don't worry about getting captured in the beginning. The concern around capture is mostly about your army being killed. Your army being killed and your gear being taken. Because when you spend like 70,000 in armor, losing your armor fucking suck. Next time I restart the game, I won't take the mission to recruit guy. I'm just a peon now. Well, you can recruit guys anyway. Just like you, that's what you're gonna do. You don't need a mission to do that. To tell you, you don't need somebody to tell you to do that. Traveler, ransom broker. Do I have like people? Oh, nobody's captured in my group. Am I full? Oh, my group is full. Alright. Should I keep those recruit me? Maybe I'll try to give those guys some experience. Where am I going? I'm going in the wrong direction. Talamesh, Thibaut. That's where I want to go. Thibaut Castle. It's like Fallout 1. Go outside, die. Yeah. There you go. Everybody knows a militia. I put a lot of point in training. If you like, the training skill is it's pretty strong. If you want to be, because like trained troop are so much better than just untrained troop. That's why like I crush everything, because I got like those top level troops, and I can get them fast because I got a lot of point in training. That's the hack. Oh wow. The Canet took Ikamur. Oh, that's interesting. Could I take Ikamur? The defense are probably gonna be low now. Oh, but no, it's the Canet that took it. You need to go on the other side. Oh, white. I didn't know what any color meant. Yeah, every faction got a color. White is you. Uh, when you build your own kingdom, you become the red faction. So the people that their number is in red are gonna be my guy, but you're still gonna be white. I'm going to see if we have pizza pocket. Catch you later. Bon appetit, Justin. Enjoy those pizza pocket if you can. Uh, Not my type of thing. I had like one of my ex was making her own homemade pizza pocket. She was fucking insane, but she was a great cook. She had other quality too that I'm not gonna go into now. But what a great cook she was. But yeah. She would make her own pizza pocket. That was fun. You see, like those red plates, though, those are mine now. Those are my castle. That's the thing. I don't know what some of the menu choice are talking about, but I will track down those rules. Yeah, and even in the character creation, it's kind of like obstructed. Like, oh, you choose like, oh, my father was this lowly noble and stuff like that. So they don't like, and all those choices you make mean something. It's gonna affect the skill you gain, but they try to. I guess it's kind of like pushing the roleplay element that you decide who your character is and what his story, his backstory is in a way, and you're not. They try to discourage you in a way to just pick based on the number and the bonus you get when you've played for so long. Like you kind of know what they are. But even then, sometimes I just like, oh, I want to play. You know what, this guy is gonna be. Often pick back based on backstory, and then I forgot it because like I spent like hundreds of hours in a game. Oh man, this guy is gonna get crushed if I can catch him. He's faster than me, motherfucker. 4.3, 3.5. He's way faster than me. I won't be able to catch him. Oh, I need to visit my betrothed. And then she's gonna say she doesn't want to talk to me because we're betrothed and we're not supposed to see each other until wedding. Woman, eh? Am I right? But she's gonna like me better if I go see her when she asks for it. That's her, Lady Kutala. There you go. She's supportive of me. She's oh, nice. And I'm gonna go fight this guy. If I save my game in the guy's home without talking to him, I'm outside in the wild when I load the game, and I don't know where the guy lives to get back to his village to talk to him. Oh, I never had this issue before. I know like there's the quick save. It doesn't work in every situation. So you can save when you're on the overland map, and that's it. I think you cannot save when you're. I think you can only save on the overland map. You cannot save when you're in a town. You cannot save when you're like in this third person action mode. Uh, I don't even know if you can find him back. Maybe you can find him back in the tavern, or maybe you just missed him. If you press Q, you're gonna see your quest. So if you didn't talk to him, you said it's no big deal. Like really, it's just like to introduce you to the game. They're just gonna say like, oh, get 5 men, go kill those bandits, and then that's pretty much it. And then it's gonna say thanks. It gives you almost nothing, but it's just like to put you on your way. But if you know that, oh, okay, I need to recruit people and I need to kill bandit, then you know that's what you have to do. It's just because like there's no, and I think actually when in the non-Warband version of the game, I think there wasn't even a quest at the beginning. I think that's something they added when they, because like there's just like Mountain Blade and there's Mountain Blade Warband. They're the same game. They just like added some quality of life improvement, and I think this initial quest was one of them. And and I think they added that because like you were just like thrown in there, you arrive on the island, and then like, you have no that direction whatsoever. You're just like, what do I do now? Well, you do whatever you want. You can go ahead and you have to kind of know like, but and I think they just added this quest for that reason. I don't know if Charlotte is still here and if she remember like the original Mountain Blade before it was Warband. I don't know if she tried it, but yeah, I think if I recall correctly, there was like no quest at all at first. I'm not concerned about number all that much, more about roleplay side. Yeah, that's I think that's how you should play it. You see, this is the father of the lady I just visited, Lord Cibula, and I'm just waiting for when he decides it's gonna be the right time to put a feast together, so we can have the wedding. But I'm afraid he might wait until like it's peacetime. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to make peace with the Veggie or not. I wanted to make peace with the Veggie. I took two of the castle now, and they took nothing from me. So I feel like I kind of won the war if I were to make peace now. I would rather they ask for to make peace. because I don't want to appear weak. Maybe I need to hit them a little more. Yeah. I've played the original Mountain Blade. I don't remember a quest at the start. Yeah, I think there was none. That's the thing. I learned the hard way what hardcore saving means. Yeah, even in that game, I don't even do that. I try not to save and load because like well at some point just you playing a game accept the consequence. I did sometime because but you can decide to play quick without saving, but you can also just have the discipline not to do it. Who's that guy? Oh yeah, this guy, I wanted to make him a little smarter. I'm gonna put him in trainer as well, I think. Oh, did my stream dropped a bit there? But honestly, if I ever played original Mountain Blade, I'm loading in Sword of Damocles. Does Sword of Damocles not work with Warband? Has it not been done? This guy doesn't have a horse, eh? Does he have a horse? Hmm. I'm gonna put him in trainer. Oh, he cannot load raise in trainer. What I want from him? Get a better rider. And a little tougher. And train that. There you go. Does he have a horse? He does have a horse. He's a shit horse. I think I'm gonna give him my good horse. I'm not gonna use it anymore. And I'm gonna sell that horse. That shit horse there. Firentis. Now you get like a pretty good horse. Pretty decent war horse. What do I have? I have a charger. I almost feel like getting a faster horse because now I'm at war with the Vegers and their ores that they use are faster than mine. I find it a bit annoying. Quit without saving means you have manually, but you get to control when it's safe. Yeah, but that's the thing. If you there's an option when you start the game. I don't know if you remember that. You can choose the option no quitting without saving. Because the only way you can load is if you quit the game and you reload the game. And if you have the no quitting without saving option, it means like, well, you screwed up, you have to deal with it. Because you cannot do like exit without save and then load a previous save. I think you can do multiple save though. But yeah, it's kind of like a more hardcore mode. It does, but it also works with the original Mountain Blade. I think all the OG mod do now. Even the Star Wars mod got ported. Yeah, but like I said, there's no reason to go back to original Mountain Blade really, because it's the same game. All right. I think I'm gonna go back to. Oh, I lost my stream again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to Sargot, sell some stuff, and I'm probably just gonna try to hunt. Maybe I'm gonna go see. Maybe I'm gonna go fuck around the other war front that they have. Try to harass them a bit. Maybe I can get some. If they're in a fight with some. If they're in a fight with some Canet with the Kurjit, maybe I can jump in and help the Kurjit and get some friends in that way. Maybe I'll try to do that. Floris is the best mod. Usually that's how I play Warband. Floris Evolved. It's a collection of mod, and well, I guess like Charlotte talked about a lot about after like a mod that bring the timeline a little further like more like Renaissance era. I never tried that, but Floris is a great mod that I would recommend a lot. And it doesn't change. Yeah, Novaitas that she's saying there. But Floris doesn't change the core experience of the game. It just like add some quality of life improvement and a few more feature, but it's subtle enough that you still got like really the core experience. It's not like a total overall of the game. So that's really a mod I would recommend. If you're starting over, you won't feel like you're not gonna get something like strange and alien, like, you know. So yeah, the only reason I'm not playing with Floris right now is because, like I was talking, like I was playing Bannerlord, and I felt he wasn't as good as Warband, and I was looking if other people were feeling that way, and people say like, oh, it's because like Warband had a decade of mod and stuff like that, and like, yeah, modded Warband is better than vanilla Bannerlord. Just give Bannerlord time to have mod. People were making this argument online, so I went. I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go back to Warband, vanilla Warband, and I'm gonna see if it's better than vanilla Bannerlord, and it is. It's absolutely is. So that's the reason why. And now, like, because I started that game, like I started that game to test that theory. Like, if my memory was correct, that yeah, if Warband was a better game than Bannerlord, and so that's why I went back to a vanilla install. But now I'm into it, so might as well try to see how far I can take it. Getting my little kingdom there. You can see in red there. That's the place I conquered already, and I got like the Thibaut castle there. But now I think I'm gonna try to harass Ikamur. The Voyager are doing good, eh? They have like four big city. Oh, the Rodok took Uxal. Interesting. They took Almar there. Yeah, maybe I can try to get some friends there. If I go, if I cross the kingdom of the Voyager, it's a risky move. Oh, peace agreement between Saudi and Rodok. Okay. Oh wait, I wanted to do something as well. I think I'm gonna try to. Oh, I forgot to ask my vassal. Who I should give the castle to? I think if you go in the Steam Workshop, you you like you have to subscribe to a mod in the Steam Workshop, and then it's gonna install itself, if I recall correctly. And when you press to run the game, there's the menu that appear that say, do you want to start the game or do you want to go in the modding the game? And you can say go in the mod the game, but it's an easy way to do it. It's not a perfect way because you can only do like one mod at a time. But if you do like the Florist mod, you like I say, it's a collection of mod. So it is the easy way to do it, to turn mod on and off. And yeah, you can also find it on ModDB. That is there as well. And there's like I, on mod there's the instruction for how to install mod in ModDB. It's usually pretty easy. You just have to copy the file in some folder. They're gonna tell you how. I'm on Linux, so it's always like a little more. There's always a few more extra steps to do. Um, yeah, I want to go in the castle. Yeah, gonna go see my minister. Let's see something. Actually, wait. Before I do that, I'm gonna leave here. My right to rule is still only 9, very low. Yeah, there's a. I think the most recent version of Floris is Floris Evolved, which is like the different. Like it's just like, a new version. It's just like more updated and stuff like that. I don't think there's very any reason to go with Floris not evolved. I got friend Lord Sibilla les alien. Uh, I'll see. I'll see if I can give my what I want to give Thibaut Castle to somebody. Cebula, I just gave him a... Cebula, I just gave him a castle. Esmirala. I want to give one of my vassal a field. Oh, and I got Tadamesh as well I can give. Thibaut Castle. What should I give it to? Les Alliés. There you go. Les Alliés is at 54. Alayen is at 78. Cebula. 39 Cebula. Come on, man. And I want to grant one of my vassal a fief. Tadamesh. Maybe I'll give to Olaf. Gondor. Gondor hate me. Oh, I need to give something to Gondor. But I want to give him a castle because now he disliked me. He's not happy with I forgot him, I guess. Yeah, I forgot about Gondor. That's the thing. If you give them castle and then they desert, you have to avoid giving castle to people that don't like you, because then they're gonna desert, and when they desert, they take their castle. They take their castle with them, and you have to reconquer them. And when you put garrison in them, it's annoying. Sorry guys, sorry for that. So, the Black Moon Chronicle games look good, but people are saying that cinematic are missing. I think the cinematic has never been done. I think the development of the game has been like the game has that. I'm not sure about that, but I think the game was unfinished, and they never was that. Oh, it's Gondor. They never made the cinematic, I think, for the game, if I recall correctly, or they made some of them, but I think that was a problem with the game. They kind of run out of money, and they didn't gather enough attention. The art style was cool as well, because it was really like drawn in, as in the BD. So there was like this hand drawn kind of look. Like -9. Oh, he's insulting me. Oh, every day is its day. Yeah, motherfucker. What is this guy, guys? Got is the Lord of Firishan is suspicious toward you. I'm gonna give it like next village I capture. I'm gonna give it to him. Not a castle, just a village. He doesn't Firishan. Oh yeah, that's where. Okay, that's his cat. That's his village there, like at the end of the world, on the other side of that bridge. It's kind of a shit place. Yeah. Maybe I can get like a Albert Castle. I helped the Vager capture Albert Castle from the north. That's why they were friendly to me. But now, like, those motherfucker. There's fucking snake. And I helped them a lot also to, I helped them a lot, yeah, 120. I could take that easy. But then, how would I man this castle? One knight to recruit, marksman, skirmisher, 25 archer, 20 veteran. Should be able to take it. Is it a good take? It's a bit out of the way. It's not the best take. I think I'd be better taking a Radagir. It's coyote outside. Jerry. Oh, taking those two would be nice though. Could probably take those two back to back. But then that's the thing, I have nobody to garrison those castles. It's always a problem. Eh? You have to split your troops to garrison them. Let's go see Ragdovier. Kura or Redevier would be the nice take. What's happening here? It's 59 cents on Golden Gog. Yeah, if it's 59 cents, you don't have much to lose. You're probably gonna have like just for the art sale, just like just just uh just for looking at the look. You want to war with? No, they came to war to me, the Vagiers. I was very friendly with them. I helped them a lot against, like, they were at war with the Nord, and I was at war with the Nord, so I helped them. And then they just like, nah, I'm at peace with the Nord, and they just decided to come at war with me, motherfucker. They paid for it. If the Nord, I was expecting the Nord to declare war at me again, and then I would have crushed them, but it didn't go my way. Whoops, sorry. Nexus mods has a newer version of Flores but buggy. Yeah, I know, like, the one in the workshop on Steam works. So SW version is deprecated. Steam Workshop already? Oh, I'm surprised by that. I'll look at ModDB. Hmm. I avoid Nexus when I can. If they claim ownership of the mod hosted in their side and don't even let the creator remove them anymore. Oh, really? Is that true? I didn't know that. That's political stuff. Like, all those little community, they all have like a little wannabe king nerd. It's a constant problem. We've seen that a lot lately. Fucking king nerd. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that, eh? Oh, probably not, the window are closed. Because it was pretty hot. I had the AC on. I turned the AC off now for the while I stream, but it's coyote outside, like, going crazy, singing. What's happening here, man? Oh, you're fighting some looters? I'm gonna give you an. Why not? I'm just right here. You don't need my help, but I'm right here. Might as well. Whoops. I was reading the chat. I forgot to watch out I was going. I've been accused of something. Alright. Oh yeah. Oh, I see Max has fallen out of the classic AI issue of anti-player bias. I cannot. That's the thing. Like, there's an anti-player bias, but I don't blame. Like, I think it's pretty justified in that game because that's the thing. You're an upstart. I got no right to rules. I decide to take out some city. Yeah, of course, people in the kingdom are gonna be upset. It's like, so. I can understand that. I think it's thematic that there's this player bias. 48 guy. Should I ask him to come and join me and take that? Why is Brasha staying there? It's probably his home, but get out a bit so I can fight through. What do I have with me? 97 knight, 16 men at arm. I don't know. So the Vajer are going all civilization, Gandhi on Uden. Only way out is to fight it out. Yeah. It was really unprovoked. I did nothing to them. Yeah, my right to rule is at 9. It's pretty low. That's why I want to get married. I'm hoping, I don't remember, I'm hoping that getting married to the sister of a noble is gonna raise my right to rule a bit. I don't know, like it's a lowly noble as well. Like, it's not a big honcho, and he's a noble of my own faction. So I don't know. Maybe he's not gonna do much. No, I'm not. I'm not a veteran. Hello, Mergus, Mergus, or Mergs. I don't know how you you say that. Nice seeing you. That would be a nice catch because you would like kind of fill in that hole in my kingdom a bit. But it'd be like a tougher fight than going. What do you think, Charlotte? What should I do? Should I like Albert Castle would be an easy catch, and I probably can get Jerb after, but it'd be annoying to defend, and it'd be annoying to garrison. Radogir would be easier to defend because it's closer. Like there's not this river that I need to cross all the time. It's a bit closer to my land, and it's a bit closer to some good troops that I can go recruit to garrison this castle. My name isn't pronounced like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I butchered that. It's a lot of it's it's a lot of consonant there at the end that mer mertigs mertigs mertigs. I don't know. I'm sorry. Put some vowel in between those consonants. So I don't know. Oh, maybe. Oh, that's. Maybe I could go Dramug Castle too. Dramug and Tebranda. Not too far from Thibaut. Some good land there I can recruit men from. Yeah, go for the one you can garrison easier. I'll go see what's happening in those castle here, in Dramug Castle. Maybe I can try to circle in and go take Rivadin. Team. Mert is my name. Okay, Mert. GS is my favorite football time. Team. Okay, I got it. Mert. Choose and expire. Oh, no, it's just choose and expire, so not at peace. I guess they're not at war. That'd be great if the Swadia would go to war with the Vaijir. That'd be a fun time. 178, 45 prisoner, and Boyar Belagus. I think I'm gonna go with that one. The one knight is wounded. Yeah, this one is gonna be not too hard to capture, and it's gonna be easy to garrison because I got like Amer and all those little villages here I can go. Dirim is not too far. Talamesh. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a weird arm there in my kingdom, but it's gonna be a nice run. And then I'm gonna give a village jar to this motherfucker that doesn't like me. Alright, let's try that. Let's get that castle. Besiege. Is it Turkish? The game is Turkish. I don't know if that's what you're asking, Mert. Yeah, this is a Turkish game. Marcus, qu'est-ce que tu fais? Yeah. Go for the one you can garrison easier. Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. How many of their cattle and livestock? Oh, you can get. I think it's only in Flores that you get cow and cattle. Uh, yeah, I don't know if you say like if you say it was Turkish that Mert is Turkish, but the game I'm playing is Turkish, so I don't know which one it is. But yeah, if you are Turkish, well, I'm playing a Turkish game right now. So the team that made that game is they are from Ankara. Yeah. How many of their cattle and livestock? Yeah, it's when you go like in the Floris Evolved because there's like this Mountain Blade Warband. They had the DLC with the Viking stuff. with the Viking invasion of England, and in that game they added the cattle, and then it's been like reported through mod into the main game. But in this version I'm playing here, there's no cattle, and the cattle is pretty poorly handled. You have to do cattle run. You have to push the cattle around. It's pretty annoying. It's fun sometime, I guess. All right, let's do that. Let's attack those motherfucker. Do do do. I'm bad at drawing. Whoa. If I you fucking kill one my knight, motherfucker. Who killed my knight? Oh, it's the knight. I thought the knight was wounded. I thought they only had one knight. And, oh, he probably got better while I was like preparing the ladder for the siege. That's always something like you have to consider. Forgot. Oh. Oh, wrong with him. Often they use the kick, Charlotte, when you play this game. Is it the last one? Oh, Crafting Gamer got a question. Just give me a second. I'm just gonna finish that fight, and I'll get to it. Just like some straggler there. It's gonna be, oh, new enemy has arrived. Okay. Whatever. Where are they? Down there. Oops. I'm out. I'm out of javelin. Poke. There you go. I think that's it. Oh, there's this. Oh, there's another wave coming in. Oh, I'm in trouble now. There you go. Oh, there's another bunch there. Little bunch of asshole. Doo doo doo. I didn't expect that. I thought it was like the fight would be shorter than that. I don't think I lost that many men. One thing you want to do, a Shauner, when you play that game, you want to get a good healer. Like there's a guy, a monk. I'm gonna give you that hint. I know, unless you don't want to. But if you can get like a guy that got a good healing skill, a companion that got a good healing skill, value him a lot, because that's gonna reduce your the loss of your troops so much. and your healing time by a lot. So, and there's 3 different skills for healing: wound treatment, first aid, and surgery. They're all good. You need all them. So there's something to consider there. Fuck, yeah, there like 31 Taiga Bandit prisoner, mercenary swordman. Oh, fuck you. Do 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 do. I guess the Sea Raider a little better. All right, I had some question there. Crafting Gamer said, I know you said you ate magic, but what do you think of magic that is actually aspect of light or refraction? That's the concept I'm working on. It's not that I hate magic. Um, I think if you want to do magic, what I don't like is when the magic in a setting doesn't is not really thought through. If you include magic in the setting that is uh, that is reliable and something that people can just do, and like it would change your setting so much that like it would be like a technological revolution. So it would be like a magical revolution in a way. And that's what bothers me. Like people they put magic in their setting, a lot of them in a way that anybody can learn, and it always work, and there's no sacrifice needed. But then the rest of the world is like a medieval kind of thing, you know. I'll wait until because I need to start do some stuff in it first with some troops. So that's what bothered me with magic. If you have like a cool concept for magic and stuff like that, that's neat. But that's the thing to consider. Like think about if magic would exist in your world like that, how would the world react to it? How would the world imply to it? That's something that's the biggest gripe I have with magic. Also, I like when magic is reserved for bad guy because I like when magic has a cost that's the way to explain it. Like if magic has a cost that not everybody should be willing to pay, like you have to sacrifice people, you have to make deal with demon. It's like a difficult, like dangerous thing or like taboo thing. Then it's a I think that's an easy way to explain why it has magic, but magic is not everywhere. And also I like my hero to be like big muscly guy that punch people in the face, but that's just a personal goal, a personal taste. I mean, a goal. The kick is good. Is good for stunning and me. Depends though. Yeah, people that block a lot, you can kick them. You can try to kick them out of barricade if they're annoying. If you get stuck, if you get surrounded, can be good. I barely use it. I think the way they place the kick on the keyboard on the default control is annoying. I don't. I need to look. I don't even know if I can remap the control. Remap the control. I never checked. It's good for when your opponent has to get in close. If they have something with reach or they're faster, favor your shield. Yeah, and because I often have like a spear, if they have like a shorter weapon, it's annoying if they get in my range. So sometimes I tend to kick. I tend to back off a lot. Reach is good. Good. Downloading Floris. Yeah. You'll see like it's just like there's just those little things that make the game. It does make the game feel better. It does make the game like in the when especially when the later stage of the game at the beginning doesn't change that much, but when you start having a kingdom, it makes the kingdom management much. It's like it's not that it doesn't add that many options. It does add some option, but mostly it makes the option much more convenient. Like instead of it being like buried in their menus and you have to talk to those people, it's you really gonna be well. You won't know the difference, but like it's now I can. At first, it wasn't too much of a trouble, but now that I'm being in this kingdom management kind of phase, dominant play, you would call in D&D, it's I wish I had Flores at this point. I don't think you need to make an account to download the mods. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't remember. I gave my character a bunch of eating skill. Eating skill is a very good one. The healer. What's a good name for a healer? I don't know. Bob the healer. I don't think anyone hates magic. I think they just get tired of it being used as an excuse for the bad writing. That's a problem in fiction as well. Call it psionic instead. Like there's a thing in oftentimes in science fiction when you have psionic, they do tend to account for it a bit more because you're gonna have like, oh, it's a innate ability. Not everybody is born with it. People that are born with it, the government try to locate them and hire them and train them. So I think that's a way that the setting, but because there's all this technology otherwise, there's always like this. It wouldn't make sense to be stuck like in a medieval fantasy setting when you have like magic and stuff like that. You know, like people are all dirty, but you can just do like snap your finger and make somebody clean. Doesn't make sense. Like, how did this character show up later on despite me running him through? It's magic. Yeah, yeah. That's fucking annoying. Bad writing. Then you might like the way I'm setting up my magic. Anybody can learn, but only a true wizard can progress a spell. Everyone else who has magic spells permanently stat level 1. But what can they do with the spells? And how would because even like a simple spell, and why would society like not rearrange itself to have as many wizards as possible? Is it like something that you're born with that you cannot learn? Because if you can learn it, society would arrange itself that as many people as possible can learn it. Persuasion. You're gonna get some training though. This guy is not happy in my party, so he's gonna leave me pretty soon. So I don't care too much. I've been using it to as an emissary, so I've been boosting his persuasion, but he has not doing anything useful. I hate him. I dislike him. I don't appreciate him. That's the way we say a thing now. I do not appreciate you. Yeah, I'm gonna give him some javelin at some point, I guess. Maybe now. Let me see your equipment. Yeah, do you have any javelin? Yeah, Ben javelin, javelin. Yeah, now you can throw javelin. Alright, 39 guys in that. I'm gonna park some men at arm there, so I'm gonna recruit some more people. Alright. Only about 9 to 12% of the population is born full wizard abilities. They try to limit the amount of wizard in their society because while they're infinitely useful, they're aware of it, so they quickly become insufferable, self-important. But even like that's the thing too. If they get the what I was saying. Oh, this motherfucker there. Oh man, there's a bunch of asshole there. Oh, it's the king. The king is there, is running away from me. What do I have? I just dropped a bunch of guy. Reshade. Yeah, those mod, they can help the graphic quite a bit. There's the king there with 164. What kind of troop does he have? Oh fuck, they all recruit. Man. This guy, some veteran archer. Yeah, I think I can win that fight. If I can get the king, that'd be pretty cool. Let's get the king. Oh, this guy didn't even come to help him. What a bunch of asshole. King Yarolek. Yeah, surrender or die. Oh, I should have asked to make peace. It's a bit late for that now. king. I wish I could find it. Oh, I went on the wrong side of the hill. Or suck to climb hill. That's realistic, I guess. That's why a dwarf should ride goats. Where's the king? Not there, not there. Is it him? No, that's not him. That's not him. Where is it, the king? Did he not come? Did the king not show up? Did he just like send his troop? Fucking coward. King Yarolek. I want to find the king. Oh, new enemies have arrived. Yeah, that's the thing. They all came with recruits, so went pretty fast. Look at all that wall of blue. Yeah. Yeah, I think the king didn't show up. I won't be able to capture him. That sucks. Capturing the king is always good. It's a good ransom. I think if you kick the king's ass, it limits what the army can do. At least if you capture him, yeah, but now I won't be able to capture him. Yeah, I lost nobody there. Wrong, they're in that king comment, so they're wrong, they're in that king comment, sorry. Oh yeah, no problem. Another thing I'm doing to limit magic is a spell can be leveled up 3 times maximum, so there's no gaining ridiculous level of power. If I want magic to be good but not OP. What can you do with a basic spell? Like what would be like a there's another fight there. 19. Maybe the king's gonna be there. Like what is the basic what does a basic spell allow somebody to do? And how can it be exploited if you can stretch it, you know? If it's and can they do it as often as they want? Or maybe that's the king there on the horse. Is it him? No, it's not. Nope, not the king. Just hey. Whoops, that's my guy. Yeah, the king didn't fight. They had like way more troop than me. But fucking ran away. I guess I knew that his troop was shit. Oh yeah, they had prisoner with them. I can go and put them in as in my garrison there. Whoops, one more. There you go. Yeah, crafting gamer. If you tell me a little more about your magic setting, about your magic, what it can do, what are the limit, what is the cost? Tell me about the cost. That's what I'm interested in knowing. What is there a cost to using magic? Because that's the thing to remember in life. There's nothing for free. There's no such thing as a free lunch, like they like to say. You know what I mean? Oh, you fucking killed my farmer, motherfucker. There's no such thing as a free lunch, and that's a big problem with that's a big problem with magic because like it's magic. It comes from nowhere, and that's what throws off the balance. Rodok and Serenade. I'm not too concerned by that. So that's the part I'm often quite interested about. You know, what is the cost, and what is the basic thing you can do that anybody can do, and how would it be? How how can it be abused? That's always what you have to think about. Yeah, let's buy some beef. I don't like buying this food that rot. I wish you had like a way to say eat that first, but there isn't. Maybe it is. If you put it first in the inventory, does it make it eat first? Maybe not. Alright, hey, one of my prisoner escape, motherfucker. One of my prisoner escape. It's in there now. 125. Okay, I said I wanted to. I said I wanted to give this village to Gondor. That's something I need to do. Maybe Gondor is gonna like me a little more. Even though it's kind of a shit move, give him a village that is like all the other way, so far away from his other village. But I don't think they care about that. It's just not the best move because then it's too far for them to defend. The only thing freeze advice, yeah. Gagax limited his magic. Yeah, that's why he went with mention there. Uh, and that's something that kind of worked in the older edition, and something that they really messed up in the newer edition. Can you pay for my? Can you get my horse? Yeah, there you go. Get a horse. Buy my horse. It's really something that they messed up in the newer edition because they made with when they introduced the cantrip that you can cast as much as you want, it killed the magic basically. It made the magic too mundane. So now there was no point really. It doesn't become magical anymore. Is there a ransom broker here? No. What is Charlotte saying here? According to Tim Kask, Gygax aided magic user. Yeah, that I heard that as well, but I heard that for many sources. He didn't understand why someone would want to play as one, and I'm kind of like him. Right now, outside of battle, every spell takes time. I still need to playtest to see if that's a good thing. Is enough price. In battle, there's a share mana pool, so the party must plan accordingly. Yeah, there's a and Jack Vance limited magic. Yeah, in Jack Vance, if I recall correctly, like in the Vance and Magic that D&D use, but in the books, like the mage had to kind of go in the capture those spell, kind of like a spirit wall or demon wall, something like that, and then they would keep them capture in their mind until they can like something weird like that. If I remember, like that, I never read the Dying Earth series, but that's what I've been explaining. That's kind of cool. And that's the thing with magic, you want to limit it. So, to explain why not everything is solved by magic, but you also have to, there need to be like a trade off. I think for good magic, there need to be a trade off that most people are not going to be willing to make. but that some people are gonna be willing to make. And I like when the magic is seen as like it's kind of like people that are a bit crazy, you know, people that are a bit it's almost a bit deranged to want to do that. So it need to be a pretty big trade-off that you have to make, or a pretty big commitment or something like that. But you also don't want to go like, well, nobody would do that, you know what I mean? Or depending, especially if you want to like play a character, if you go into something like in the world of hours like Conan and stuff like that, magic is pretty evil. So people, it's only evil people that get into that because it's always very dark what they have to do to get it. Tim Kask said in an interview with Dorks of Yore, I guess it could be true. I would very much see that. That because especially like Gygax apparently wasn't a fan of. Did I go to Ashkuru? Gygax apparently wasn't a fan of Tolkien as well. So he was a fan of Howard and Vance and those kind of stuff. He did include the kind of Tolkien stuff in D&D because like at that point it was becoming so big. It was like such a big part of the culture. But that wasn't his favorite type of fantasy. And a lot of people say like D&D it's like playing Conan in the world of Tolkien. And I guess there's some truth to that because you're not really doing like a Lord of the Rings stuff. You're much more. It's much closer to like those sword and sorcery kind of a. It's like sword and sorcery adventure in an epic fantasy or in an epic in an epic world. You know, so there's a bit of a disconnect there. And he was like very much like even the early edition of D&D, there was like those alien and laser gun and stuff like that you can find. The thing was very gonzo, and that kind of got lost over time. Uh, what's in there now? Oh, it's not much at all. I still need to bolster that garrison a little more. Should have waited. I could have gained some level. Those people. Who's there? Yeah, just. Oh, 98? Oh no, but I got like 15 of my guy in there. It's not enough. It's not enough. Probably gonna call the stream soon. Maybe another half hour. I'm just gonna fill those garrison, go back in my hometown, give this castle to somebody, give a village to Gondor so he shut up a bit. Uh, Nobody to recruit here. Elerda. I think I can never recruit anybody from Elerda. I don't know why. Maybe I did something that they didn't like. Yeah, the villagers are getting their ass kicked by the the Khajiit. Oh, my betrothed want to see me. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get some more troops for this garrison there. Then I'm gonna get my guides back. Go back to my hometown. Probably visit the lady on the way. Maybe pick a fight or two if I can find one on the way. And I think that's gonna be it for tonight. If you have other question, if you have a question or comment, stuff you want some input on, now it's the time to ask. Oh, some sausage. I love sausage. It's my favorite food. Bilgan. Expedition to the Barrier Peak, add the player, dungeon crawl, to a crashed spaceship, Temple of the Frog, add fallen astronaut, use their super science to masquerade as god. Yeah, you had all this kind of like Gonzo stuff at the early, but it kind of didn't survive. Now it's really seen like something else, as something apart. Now it's only like a. That'd be interesting, especially now with the all those fights between the OSR and the Bro SR and the who's the real older or whatever, man. It's just like all fucking stupid. Oh, might as well do it. Then the villager gonna like me best. Are gonna like me better if I help them deal with those bandits. But yeah, you got like those people like Jeffro that advocate for you should always like play rule as written and with a very strong dedication to raw, to follow all the rules without exception. But then there's also like the setting thing, and in a way that'll be like more on the Venger stuff. Venger is the one that's doing the crazy Gonzo stuff. Maybe it goes much further than what it was in the first edition. But what would be like the first real feel of the original D&D or first edition of D&D? Do we find the feel more in setting, any adventure design, or do we find the feel more in rules? I don't really care, to be honest. Like, I think this whole like fighting is it's kind of like just play the game how the fuck you want. I don't care. It's nothing to fight about. Especially like to the level of to the level they bring it to. It's like on this fucking going insane. It's fucking losing his mind. 2 days. Oh 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 oh. Kingdom of Aegir has been taken prisoner. Who's defeated? Oh man, yeah. The Vager are getting their ass kicked. They should offer me to go to peace. They made a mistake. They're picking war with me. They don't know who I am. But yeah, the Gonzo thing. I never been a fan of it, but that's the thing. I always like my setting much more down to earth, just because I find it. If you go too crazy with the setting, it's too easy to make the setting the star of the show instead of being the characters the star of the show. Yeah, I don't know what any of those nerds are yelling about, but they are yelling for sure. They're pretty upset. I don't know about following the rules as written. I think Evan Gagax toward the end said he was running a home between homebrew OD&D. Yeah, that that is a fact. Gygax was pretty fast and loose with the rules, so we know that. And Gygax was on the. He said like, "Oh, you don't need all those books. You don't need to buy all those books." At some point, when he was ousted from TSR, but when he was in TSR, he wanted to make money, so he sold you books. But he knew like, you don't need it. You can just do whatever you want. Thibaut. There you go. That's where I want to go. King Gravet. King Gravet. It's King Gravet the Rodok, right? Yeah. Footman. And that's the thing, you know, I'm not an OSR guy, but I always found that you know, I tend to get along better with the OSR people. Like I like the basic expert. Like people look for shit for him, but he's a pretty down to earth guy. He's like talkable, you know. He can be a little like a can be a bit of a troll, but you know, don't take yourself so seriously. It's all right. Kingdom of Rodok. All right, that doesn't concern me. Big fight, big battles going on. All right. Gonna give all those guy. Gonna take by my man at arm. That should be a decent garrison for them to start. Oh, I missed some guy. Take some yeah, some of those assholes. I think I get trained. All right, let's go see my betrothed. Oh, my neck. Small Ben spotted near Darmurg. Are you retarded? I was just right there. I'm gonna try to look for trouble with my what are you doing, you? Bunduk is a horse archer, so I need to increase his archery. There you go. Small band of enemy, eh? Where are they? I don't think they have the goal to attack my castle. We're gonna hide like dogs. Enemy have lace. Embiid. Oh, that's far. I have no time to get there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at those guys, eh? Yeah, you can run. I'll catch you. Oh, there's another guy there. Eh? Everybody's there. I'll catch you. Your buddies ran away. Whoops, that's not it. Didn't click on the right thing. Yeah, stay on the offense, yeah. Maybe the Badger are trying to fake you out, stay on the offense, capture nobles, see that, yeah. Yeah, I haven't many luck with capturing nobles. Maybe I should get back some slaver and manhunter. They're good at capturing people. The knights, not so much. That's manhunters are my favorite type of troops. Oh, that's good to know that Flores doesn't override the old game. I wasn't sure about that. Uh, there you go. One guy down. Yeah, but like I said, Flores is very close to the original experience. Just a little like cleaned up. Oh, I think also Flores did Flores add more weapon? I think it added more weapon as well. What kind of character are you playing? Oh, you're playing the healer. Yeah, you said. What are you going archery for your fighting? Are you going sword? Or are you gonna sword and board, two-handed, spear, javelin? Javelin are fun. If you want to do like a javelin guy, you can load yourself with a bunch of bag of javelin. Yeah, Flourish will work with the Steam version just fine. Oh, nice. I don't have room for those guys. The Kyrgyz. And what city did you start around, Shauner? Do you know? Remember the name of the city? That's also something that's a bit obscure. You choose like what kind of city you start nearby, and so the choice seems pretty irrelevant, but it's actually pretty relevant. It does matter quite a bit. If you start like near Riva, not if you start like near Recheg or near what's the name of that place? Rivasheg, it's gonna be much tougher. Where am I? Yeah. It's running away from me, this caravan. I never attacked a caravan. Oh, your wife died. In the Nordland? The Nordland are not the easiest one to start, but they're not too bad. They're not too bad. They're kind of tough, but you can manage. If you go like in Swedia, the bandit that you see there are weaker. So, but traveling is pretty easy. So you can just like, yeah, a journey to the north. Start with an S, Sargot. You started in our Sargot. That's my my capital there. That's where I'm heading. Yeah. Yeah, they're not too bad there. If you go in the, I like to once I get like a bit of troops that are well trained, I like to go in the desert because then there's the bandit there, but the bandits are hard to catch because they're pretty fast. Desert bandit move pretty fast, so you have to have like a kind of fast troops, or you're gonna run the bandit for days, which can be annoying. But the bandits there in the desert, they often have manhunter as prisoner. And then if you kick their ass, you can recruit the manhunter, and the manhunter are pretty good starting troops. Oh, I'm ambushed. There you go. Is that it? Must be another one. No, that's it. The bandit had only had pants, no armor. Oh yeah, yeah, those are looters. They're pretty easy to kill. Stay on the offense. I did take no, 3 castle from the Voyager since they attacked me. It's not too bad. Oh, Laminar Vest I should have gave to one of my guy. It's pretty good actually. Plus 40, plus 8. Yeah, I think that's better than I'm gonna give it to like Jeremias or something like that. Out of grape, out of... Oh, I got fish plenty. I'm not gonna buy more fish. I'm gonna buy more fruits. Yeah. Yeah, that's where you started at Sargot. Yeah, yeah. Sargot, it's not too bad. You can just go like yeah. You're gonna have like a... Sometime in Sargot, like there's sea raiders. The sea raiders can be pretty tough enemies at first, but they get good loot. If you can kill them, you can get like all this armor that they wear. Those are my I'm pretty far in the game. My companion, they still wear like armor I took from Sea Raider just now. Like, I'm gonna give him like a... And not even, because I now realize that this lamellar vest is not as good as the Bernie that the Sea Raider wear. So whatever. Sea Raider is pretty much as good as loot as you're gonna get from random guy. And even when you kill, if you capture a good lord, you can get like some decent armor. But most of the time, not even that good. Plus 9 for 8,000. Yeah. Plus 54. Oh, I could get this Thick Viger War Mask. It's 1 less armor, but I wouldn't have the big horn anymore. So, whatever. Oh, is that of money? Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. Whoa, scale armor plus 52 plus 13. It's pretty good. Should I get the War Mask? It's 1 less armor. It's much heavier. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna say like pay me with whatever you can. I'm not exactly strapped for cash, I gotta say. Talking about which, yeah, it's not worth it. Alright, I want to give a village to Gondor, so he's gonna be a little less unhappy. There you go, there you are. Yes, sir. I support myself, yeah. Of course you do. They always support themselves. We should like, oh, I'm gonna consult with my lord. Oh, I support myself. Sometime when they have like a... Sometime when they... Yeah, I was just saying 1 less armor, no deal. I agree with that, but I just wanted to get rid of the big horn that or unrealistic. I don't know, because of the conversation we had earlier. Sometime when you have like people that are in family, they're gonna support each other. Lord Tridia from 4 to 1. What does Lord Tridia has? Should I give it to Tiridia? Or should I give it to Gondor again? Give it to Gondor again. Tiridia is not -2. They're so fucking pissy. Every time you give something to somebody else, they all get upset. Fuck's sake, guys. You got a bunch of kingdom. No, he's at 11. He's cooperative. Yeah. Go defend it. I have to conquer something else for Tiridia. Report. Faction. No, that's not what I want. I cannot click on those names. I have to go in note. Character. Tyridia. He's a lord. I think. Lord Tyridia. Oh, he's only got like Fenada? Yeah, I'm gonna give him something else. He only got Fenada. Yeah. Should I give him the castle? I don't want to deal with that castle myself. Maybe I'll give it to him. Whatever. Why not? Now this guy's gonna... Gondor is gonna be upset again. Oh, no, you give a castle to this... I gave you 2 village. And you were suspicious of me. So don't bother me. Oh, Condor... Oh. Nah, I don't want to give it Condor. Condor is mine. I have to conquer something else for Tridia. That was my plan. Like, I was thinking like, oh, if the Nord is gonna go back to war with me, I could have gotten all this here. But now, like, those guys decided to... And the Rodok are kicking the Swedian ass. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for tonight. It's almost 1 o'clock here. I did some progress. This war is going my way. Maybe I'll go back to considering Albert Castle now. Ragodier is still interesting. If I get Ragodier, then Revadien would be an interesting take. But taking those cities is hard. I would need to assemble my whole army. Kura would be more interesting. Maybe I'll just get some more castle there. Alberg and Gerb. I'll see. I'll see next time I log in. Maybe they want to make peace with me. Maybe they'll find out hit them hard enough. And they did almost nothing to me. Actually, they did nothing. They didn't conquer anything from me. We had this big fight, and then it was all downhill for them. If they were to... Oh, there you go. I guess that's gonna be the next one. He's under siege. Oh, oh man. I almost wish they would win the siege, the Vegir. If they win the siege, the garrison is gonna be pretty depleted. I can just like sweep in and take Grindar. That's probably gonna be the next move. Revadin is starting to be like a very tempting take. Revadin. How long do I have for my wedding? 300 days. 330 days. That's alright. I haven't thought about something you could do on your channel. One guy is doing short where he recite poetry. Maybe you can recite some French poetry. I don't think I would be good at that. I have like a speech impediment. I stumble upon my word quite a bit. So that'll be hard for me. I can know like comme la neige neiger, Ma vie est un jardin de givre gelé. Ah, comme la neige enneigée. Quelle est la douleur de vivre. Ah, comme la neige enneigée. Anyway, I forgot poetry. I used to know some. I studied in literature, so I need to know some. But nowadays, I forgot. So I'm gonna call the stream there, guys. Thank you for joining me, Shauner. I hope you're gonna have fun with Mountain Blade and Floris. That you're having a good experience. If you have questions, don't hesitate. And thank you, Charlotte, for joining, and everybody else that joined earlier, stuff like that. And if anybody watched later on, which I doubt, like those streams usually don't get watched, don't get view afterward. But if they do, like whatever. Thank you for watching. I guess it must be pretty boring. I'm just here to hang out with the chat a bit when I guess I want to play a video game. I want to talk with people a bit. So I'll see you next time. Maybe well, next time. Now we have stuff to do. Like I want to play a bit by myself because like I say, oh, it was kind of a boring part of the game because I was at peace, and now a lot of stuff happened, so it's a little bit more exciting. So it's a bit more fun to stream. There's decision to make. I like to have your input. Now, like this tactical decision, strategical decision. I shouldn't say tactical. It's strategical decision about where to take the war next. I got a few. I think taking this village, this castle up there would be a good move. If the Vaegir manage to defend it, then I can go in for the sweep in for the taking. Otherwise, we might go back to Alberg Castle and those little places around there. I'd like to close in on another city. Having two cities would make my kingdom a little more credible. But cities are hard to take. Very expensive to take. We'll see. We'll see next time. And hopefully, like, yeah, when I get married, maybe my right to rule is gonna raise a bit. Thus, taking another city will raise it a bit as well. So we'll see about that. I end the stream now. See you next time, guys. Take care.